Hi, and my name is Kieran. I'm from Woodruff School, which is in Lyme Regis, and in February 2013, 16 students from years 9 to 12 came together to learn recording, research and interviewing skills so that we could record stories with older people from the town about their memories of growing up and working in Lyme Regis.
Daisy and myself, Ellie, from Year 11 interviewed Les Loveridge. Les was born in Lyme Regis and he has many stories to tell about the town. He shared his memories about growing up on the Colway Mead estate, American GIs and POWs, and what it was like growing up in Lyme Regis. The Colway Mead estate was a huge part of Les Loveridge's life, and in this second part, Les continues his tour of the Colway Mead estate.
Now girls, we're approaching a very iconic spot for me, and that's Hornbridge. Now Hornbridge, in my younger days, and I'm talking about my real younger days, I'm talking now like 5 till 7, this always left me in awe. And as you can see, it's quite high, and we could never get to the river from here. We always either had to go ahead of us, as you see, out into the fields, middle mill fields, or we had to come around here to the farmers' fields and come down this way. And that's how we got it. But this is the start of my life. Now also another thing, to our right here, there was a stream. All during my life there was a stream there. They've now stopped it. But I used to play in that stream all the time. But this stream used to go all the way along here through what was then allotments. And I used to have a lot of fun with those allotments, you can appreciate. Some of the carrots were just out of this world. This is South Avenue. And this, to my left, look, you'll see a building, and that's 4 flats. I used to live in the top left-hand one, which was number 2, South Avenue. And it hasn't changed. The large window is the living room, the small window is the kitchen. In the summer, we always used to go to the beach. Now, again, Colway Mead children always used to go to the back beach. Now, they call it the church beach now. And the reason we went to the back beach is because the front beach was posh. And the Cobb beach was too far away. So we used to go to the back beach. And there was one particular space, I'm not sure if it's still there now, where there was once a tide went out, it left a pool of water in the middle of the rocks. The rocks were all flat, you could walk on them, and we used to call it Horse Pond. Now, I don't know why it was called Horse. In fact, if I say it right, it was Hoss Pond, not Horse Pond, Hoss Pond, because that's how the locals said it. And of course, the other thing was, it was Back Beach was between 2 jetties that are no longer there, and it was safe. But this was always our beach, ours being Colway Mead people. Also, we used to play in the fields and woods surrounding Colway Mead, which in those days were untouched almost. The farmer allowed us to do it. You see, there was this, because we had nothing, everybody allowed us something. And that's the difference between then and now. And as I say, we had a freedom that I'm sure you guys don't get now. Now we're going to walk along South Avenue, and I'm not going to point out each house. I suppose if I'm honest, there's 1 or 2 I don't remember, but most of them I remember. But I'll just point out those houses that leave the lasting memories, okay? Before my time, my dad, his dad and so on, this was where they lived. This was the only part of Lyme Regis that I remember that was working class. Now we're going past now number 6, which again was a Loveridge. No relation, but nevertheless a Loveridge, and it's not here now, but at one time this used to be a beautiful garden, and in the middle of it was a stone castle. And I used to love that stone castle. And I don't know where Mr. Timmer, his nickname was, Timmer Loveridge. I don't know where he got it from.
How special was the estate to you and your family then?
Colway Mead was utopia to me. It was all I knew. It was what I'd grown up in till that point in time. The moment I entered it, I felt safe. Everybody said hello. Everybody was interested in what you were doing. That's possibly hard for you guys to understand, but it was, as I say, it was home. I think that's it. You were home. And if you heard a certain person talking, you knew exactly who that was because you'd heard us talk so many times before. And you felt so safe and secure as a child. There's no other place like it. Right back to number 2 South Avenue. So there you are. I've given you a thumbnail sketch of the estate I was born in, grew up in, and learnt in. Well, hopefully now, when I last talked to you, ladies, I told you that Colway Mead to me was utopia, and it was safe. I don't know the true meaning of the word utopia, but as far as I'm concerned, Colway Mead was utopia to Les Loveridge.